What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to show you guys how to change your main jet in your carburetor, which is what controls full throttle fueling. So for you guys that haven't seen my video on carburetors explained, feel free to check it out. It is on my YouTube channel. But today we're just going to focus on the main jet and I'm going to explain to you what it does just in case you didn't quite understand. So the main jet is the jet that controls your fueling from 3/4 throttle to full wide open throttle. If you guys have changed your exhaust system from a stock exhaust to a sports exhaust, you're going to be getting more airflow now and you're going to need to change that main jet. And it's the same for if you've changed the air filter to a sports air filter and you're not running the standard airbox anymore, you're going to need a bigger main jet. So what I'm doing here is just removing the screws on the bottom of the carburetor, which is called the float bowl. And we're just going to remove that float bowl, which is why you can see fuel pouring out of it. And that's where you can access the main jet, which is what we're going to change. The reason that I'm changing the main jet is because I'm going to remove the plastic cover off of the air filter, exposing the sponge. This means the bike is going to get more airflow, so I need to increase the fueling, or at least that's the impression that I'm under currently. However, I am going to do a video explaining to you guys how to really specifically find out what jetting your bike should be running, and that's going to come very soon, and it's to do with engine temperatures. So definitely make sure you don't miss that one guys, because it's going to help you dial in these bikes and get them tuned perfectly. So what you just saw there was the main jet, and if you notice there was a number on it which was 100. That's the size of the main jet. So now we're going to install a bigger main jet because we're going to be giving the bike more fuel. So we're looking for something with a jet size that's bigger than 100. Your jets will probably look different to this. Not all jets look the same, but they all do the same job. As you can see here, I've picked out 110. I ended up putting this away and choosing 118 just to overshoot it and give it too much fuel, just to make sure that I wasn't under fueling the bike, and then I can always do this process again and dial it back to a smaller size jet. So now you just put the jet back into the carburetor and make sure you don't over tighten it. They just need to be snug. Just tighten it lightly, don't over tighten it because these are made of brass and you don't want to damage them. As I said, this jet was definitely overshooting it. It was too large, so the bike did end up over fueling. It's not a problem, it still rode fine. I came home and changed the jet to a smaller one, but you don't want to run too lean, because if you're not getting enough fuel, which is what lean means, then you run the risk of overheating the engine and heat seizing the engine. It's always better to put a jet in the bike that's too big and run it too rich and dial it back if you need to, than to run it too lean for too long and run the risk of heat seizing your engine. So remember, there's another video that's going to come soon to explain how to choose exactly what main jet size you need, and that's going to be to do with engine temperatures. So definitely make sure you check that one out. But now all that's left to do is to remove that plastic cover, as I said I was going to do earlier on in the video. If you've been following the channel, you know this bike's just been freshly built into a 70cc engine, and I'm just really trying to fine tune it now. The bike was definitely fine the way it was, but I just want to squeeze every last drop of potential I can get out of this bike, which is what I'm going to do over the next 3 or 4 videos, and then the bike should be fully complete. Okay, so final update on the bike. We've just installed the quick throttle today. We've taken the air filter cover off of the carburetor, off the air filter itself, and upjetted this to 118 now from 100. I think we've overshot it way too much. So it's not running like overly rich or anything in that it's spitting, but it feels a bit underpowered. And when I changed the rollers the other day as well, they're too light. So things we need to do is change them clutch springs, put some heavier rollers in, and reduce that jet size back down a little bit because it's too rich at the moment. And then yes, you should be good to go. So guys, in the next video you're going to see me changing them clutch springs, changing them rollers, and again there's going to be a few little issues that I'm going to run into, so definitely make sure you watch that video. But we're just going to try and finalize this bike now and get it running absolutely perfect. I've got some ideas for some other parts I'm going to buy for another video, which will probably be the 3rd or 4th video coming after this one. And we're going to do some stuff that isn't recommended, but we're going to see how it works out for me in my specific case, and I'm definitely going to show you guys and talk all about it. And guys, if you look at the bottom of the screen, you'll see we now have playlists, so definitely go and check out the playlist. So that's all for now guys. Make sure you like, follow, hit that repost button, share it with your friends, go and check out the YouTube and subscribe there as well. Don't forget we've got Instagram, and I'm going to probably start doing videos that you're only going to see on YouTube, and maybe some that you're only going to see on Instagram, so you definitely don't want to miss them. And as always guys, thanks for watching.